Love the slow jazz. Welcome to the last call for episode 45, everyone.
Oh, no, another character, another curse.
Joined once again by Chris McCulley and Maggie.
Damn.
Another character.
Yeah, we had a tough one with this one.
There was a lot of cutting out of discussions.
We probably cut out
of
45, that we were
50
trying
minutes.
to figure out like the plan, the way things were going to be.
Yeah.
The finale of this episode, how it ends and who takes the curse. And
Truly nothing crazy, just mainly us going in circles.
yes. Yeah, trying to figure out what the best plan of action was.
Yeah.
And boy,
plan.
I forgot that Madame Pouch was the devil. But hey. Well,
Yeah.
well, because she's from the astral plane, right?
She's
Doesn't
not
mean
like
she's
a
a devil.
devil, but like...
Listen, we
We made a
don't,
dark deal.
We don't know that the beekeeper is the BBG. For all we know, Madame Pouch is, and we just gave her a fucking whatever
But
you
she
want.
likes us.
Huh?
But she
no,
likes
she
us.
doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
She does not.
I think she likes us.
I don't even know how I'm going to be abused in this one night.
I think it's going to be... You could just read poetry.
We also didn't have to throw that in if we
It's
gave an
just
IOU anyway.
it's just-
I didn't know that was attached.
Hey, we got 2 extra vials.
We got
It's a spaghetti
4
dinner.
extra
What if
vials.
it's just a? What if it's
You could just serenade each other. You could just insult each other all night.
Maybe
and
it's a
honestly,
lady-
that's courting for you and for her.
maybe it's a Lady in the Tramp kind of night.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Paris in the distance.
That's amore, Mr. Columbus.
Oh my god.
That's amore. Yeah, that is amore.
That is amore.
I've actually heard that's a
That is amore. Let's go from the top real quick.
So you guys escaped the church. You took
Great
the plunge.
escape. Very fun.
Very nice.
Bada bing, bada boom.
You, quote-unquote, kidnapped your mom back to the secret hideout.
I'm glad we got her out of there. I think that's a big chess piece that we needed to remove because she definitely would have been used by the beekeeper as some sort of bargaining chip.
I think you're the biggest bargaining chip, so getting you out was probably the best call.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But I think also my mom would that would also fuck with Grog as well, right?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
If the beekeeper was like, I have your mother.
Like that.
Yes. All of the planning, that was a good one. I feel like we have been separated for so long
I'm
and then
worried
we
about-
finally all came together and got to exchange all the pertinent information between all the characters.
Yeah.
Feels like we're getting near it. Chris, how many more episodes in this
Well,
arc?
I would say less than 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I would say probably 2 or 3.
Wow.
Okay. Sorry, you were
exciting.
going to say something, Maggie.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about your mom being taken prisoner, and I'm like, man, your dad has no tools in his toolbox now. I feel like we took everything from him.
I know, but his tools could be used against him.
Oh, yeah, but now he's just, gonna be stuck up a river without a paddle. And I don't blame you. I don't blame... there's literally... I don't
I know.
at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Sorry, it's
no,
so funny. I'm
it's
making a
just-
face that's like, well, he fucking chose this life,
I know,
okay?
yeah.
He did.
And that's it, where I'm like, he's in
Maybe
his
he
own...
underestimated his own goddamn son, but he gave me the pendant and now I'm doing shit.
You. Yeah, and that's it, where I'm like, I feel bad because I'm like, he did nothing but the nice thing in
Yeah.
technically believing in you and giving you the family crest, basically. And then it's like, we're also going to take mom. We're also going to take all the shit that you had to protect yourself. We're going to and we're also going to storm the city and
we
not
just
tell
left
you.
him in the worst possible situation.
Also, his other
Yeah.
son is in coma still, and we don't know how that's going. So
I do suspect.
Well,
that
I mean,
he's
then-
fine.
I do too, but
Unless
still.
the beekeeper is the person in charge of the next core challenge, which I doubt, then hopefully Ulgon will still be around for then, and then they could be an extraction or something like that to think about. But that's further on in next steps. Glad we shackled you to the freaking wall.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, holy shit. Because I wasn't
Damn.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I got
You
there.
didn't were you waiting for that, Chris? Were you like...
I thought there was... Yeah, if you guys went to sleep, there was a chance, Minx would have wandered off again, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was wandering. I thought I was blooped.
Yeah, I thought you were
I had
blooped
no
as well.
idea.
Oh, I thought you were wandering from the beginning. Because how the fuck do you bloop?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Damn.
Beekeeper.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
bird.
Crazy
But-
bird.
Fucking
Right.
squawk, motherfucker.
Right.
Squawk.
The beekeeper's real name is Squawk.
Who apparently isn't much of a deal, according to Merrick.
Well, back then, when Merrick knew Squawk, the Kenku, she wasn't.
This is giving the Incredibles vibes, where the
Classic syndrome.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we know the reason behind the voices of the beekeeper as well.
Yeah.
Mimic.
Mimic.
With the Kenku abilities. And we have more pieces in play. You were right, Mike. There was a hidden army in a cave.
Yeah, he gets that.
We had a
accurate.
conversation off camera
So
before we
fucking
started.
accurate. It was insane.
I was like,
I mean, we did establish like early on in the chapter that they
there's
did
an
have a
army.
hidden army
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
But every time they kept saying like, oh, well, we don't really have much. We don't have anything. We don't have these things. And then we don't have these things. And I'm like,
Well, there was
oh,
everything.
shit.
As an army.
Yeah.
Everything in
Yeah.
place except a way to deal with the beekeeper and the swarm. That's all they were missing.
yeah.
Right? Like they had everything ready to go with because they were working on this for 2 years, but they didn't have any information on how to get past like the big chess piece that the other side had.
I feel bad because I truly think I just underestimated them. And that feels mean. But I was like, no, they don't have anything to show for it.
I'm writing it here, but remind me to cast Identify on the perfume first thing off the top of the next episode. I have that spell cast. Sorry. A little
Yeah.
bit of housekeeping.
Sure.
I was just looking to see if I have like a poisoner's kit or anything, and I'm not.
Yeah, so I'm going to just
No.
like see what the components are because like maybe this is something we can quickly replicate. I don't know. Maybe it's just grass and water,
I
but a
feel like-
specific grass. Who knows? Who knows? Who
But
knows?
now you have basically a plan in place
Yes.
to set off the
I still don't even understand our plan. What is our plan?
You go to the Cord celebration
Okay.
tournament
And you guys
win
come
that
with?
motherfucker.
You guys come with?
We come with.
Okay.
You win that.
What about? So you have to come with it, but disguise yourselves.
Yeah. I skywrite in the sky. Faradin is dead.
Okay.
The time is now. Cause a revolt.
This was discussed as a plan.
No, I'm just telling you now.
Okay.
Spitballing.
The army attacks.
Okay.
Causes a major distraction.
Oh.
And then after you win and talk with Cord, we move on to the beekeeper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna try to do beekeeper
First.
before.
Or maybe it's
Before
another
Cord?
During.
I think it's
Because-
almost like you divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Because
Gotta
if
be
you
half and
wait
half.
to go see the beekeeper after the army invades,
Yeah.
what's
not
stopping
Yeah.
the swarm from just showing up?
So
Because that's like our hope is that basically everybody except for beekeeper and maybe like couple cronies maybe or whoever's
Yeah.
living up there with her
Yeah.
is just there.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like everybody else is down.
which is why you're waiting for the perfect distraction
Yeah.
from the army to get all the forces away from
that's
the
kind of what I was
beekeeper.
getting
Okay.
at. Of like,
Okay.
yeah.
Basically, you're all doing an all-out front on the Cord. The army's dealing with the army,
Yeah.
and you guys are dealing with the beekeeper.
Wait. So the Cord, my challenge is happening at the same time that they deal with the beekeeper.
presumably,
Yeah.
you
okay.
will be the star
this is what
distraction. Yeah.
This is exactly what I was kind of getting at with like us visiting Pouch is like.
It's
Or
good
just-
though. You'll have perfume on you in case shit gets fucked.
You'll have it. We'll have 7 too, which is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
If-
it at least means
yeah.
we have.
Yeah.
We could bring in not just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
instantly you're able to leave a building if the swarm is around instead of
It's
potentially
true.
having to deal with whatever the fuck's going on in
Yeah,
there, right? I
absolutely.
think it's a good exit strategy that I think we all need. Yeah. Madame Pouch shipment, that messed with us because it's like we knew it was coming in. We don't know what's in it. We tried to sort of figure out a way that we can like secure the shipment with the army, but also be in a different place. I think we did a good job of going
you know
to
what
Madame Pouch.
That does mean she won't be in the city tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
That's all I thought about when she was like, I'm going to go get it. And I was like,
I think with Madame Pouch,
Wow.
her line of reasoning was, okay, I like having other people do my dirty work, but it seems like you guys are out on this, so I guess I'll do it myself.
Which just means information
Which is fine,
is
which-
withheld. Which is fine.
but it also means technically her place would be empty if we need anything.
Ooh.
That's all.
Interesting thought.
Just a passive
Yeah.
thought more than anything. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Currently, we don't.
My mom's place would be occupied or like looked at.
Mhm.
She might have
Um,
element orbs.
yeah, and then I left the message to my father with the cards.
That was also very cool.
That was fun.
I liked the.
We kind of talked
yeah.
about the cards out
That
thing.
was
and then
really cool.
That kind of just turned into like.
Feels like we spent 90% of the episode arguing behind, which
But
will
it
all
was-
be cut,
well,
which is so funny because we just had a back and forth discussion for about 25 minutes
Okay.
straight.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah,
If we were a real rebellion
yeah,
and in charge of one,
yeah.
I think we did a pretty gosh darn good job to come up with a solid plan in the hour and a half that we did. So think of it that way.
I feel like the plan about the everything involving the
I
army
said an
was
hour and a half for a rebellion.
But I hear you.
I would like to see a different rebellion create a plan better than ours in an hour and a half.
My only counterpoint to that is that 90% of the plan minus Skywrite was established by by Dax while we were in the caves. He told us the entire plan. We went promised sex to Madame Pouch, and then
a night with Madame Pouch. She has not agreed to sex.
I pimped you out kindly.
Yeah. I was pimped out. We got vials, and then the plan is the same as Dax said.
But I have you mentioned the sky, right? You mentioned the sky. When during this
episode?
That day? No, during the day.
Probably right before we get in a fight or do something.
But also, what's the purpose?
Oh, the purpose is to get civilians to get onto the streets and revolt. People, the whole city's oppressed.
So, would you do that then? Like,
I would do it right before getting into an altercation, if not the first move in an altercation with the beekeeper. I don't need to look at the sky to cast it. It's massive.
So it has nothing to do with because like basically my question is kind of like it should be done at some point.
Whenever the distraction of the army happens, that's when I would like to do it.
It'd be a good signal to let the army know when to.
I was gonna say because like it would be pre-army. It would be pre-army and during competition, like when it's active and like when they're all like basically all civilians will be in one spot.
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be when we have our altercation with the beekeeper, like when we start that altercation, right before we catch them off guard, and then Skywrite, hopefully getting people being like, "What's happening?" And then
what level is Skywrite?
I say like level 4.
Because we could also just. No, I was like, we could have Clu yell it.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's ways to get around it. I just thought that could also be a good, like Chris mentioned, that could be a good way to get the army there. It's okay. We'll see what happens.
We'll figure it out. We'll mull it over. We'll mull it over.
I just think in a city that is fully oppressed by an orc army that has taken over for the 2 years, and it's always Faradin's coming back. Faradin's coming back. We're here because Faradin's taking over. Seeing Faradin is dead in the sky seems like if I was pissed off and then I saw an army coming into the city, I feel like me as a civilian, I'd be like, oh shit. This might be our chance to stop this from happening. Just a thought.
Maybe.
We'll see how that plays out. Presumably in the next few episodes.
I shouldn't have said anything on the last call because now Chris is expecting it.
Does graffiti
He's gonna
exist in this
squawk my
world?
Kenku.
Does graffiti exist in this world?
It could.
Cool.
Yeah.
Graffiti. That's amore.
That's amore.
What else?
Well, before we get into like moving on from the episode, we do have to name it as well.
Oh,
I was because as you guys were doing, I had a lot of time to think in this episode as well.
Yes,
as you guys were
certainly
doing
did.
your discussions and
Thinking
over.
Hit us with it.
So it has a very similar rhyming pattern to what we've named previous episodes. I was thinking maybe the calm before the swarm.
Oh, I mean,
That's-
bada bing, bada boom,
You're very
right
good
there.
at this. You're very good at this.
That's the title.
Perfect.
Calm before the swarm.
Yes.
Very good.
We've had episodes named The Calm Before the Storm. We've had The Calm, and we've had The Storm.
I like calm before
Wait,
the
do
storm.
we? So just every pre-finale,
Yeah.
so we use the same
Yeah.
pun. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
so funny.
And then the next episode, when before Clu gets hoard out, we call it calm before the bone.
Before Clu gets cored out.
Yeah.
So
Calm before the bone. Okay.
And there we are, folks.
Anything else exciting? I mean, a lot of
Convicile
huge.
Alabone.
Ooh, Convicile Alabone. I like that.
We keep it
Yeah.
the French.
It's
Very
almost
good.
11 at night.
I think not for our viewers
Yeah.
though.
What a perfect
Maybe
time.
it might be the morning.
and
This
might be
could
the
be
morning.
your breakfast listening. And I'm sorry.
I think. Is there anything else that we want to touch on though in the episode? I think we kind of covered it all.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while. Quick eating, Hartley.
No, nothing.
No eating?
No eating right now.
Anything exciting that anybody is watching?
No.
Severance season finale happened.
It certainly happened.
It was good. It was good.
Shit.
Yeah.
I loved
Good
it.
shit. Good shit.
I loved it.
Great television.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in season 5 of Mad Men. I
Very
also watched
nice.
all of The Pit. I would recommend The Pit.
Ah, yes. Janae's still watching The Pit as well.
Very
good.
What
Which
episode?
Which was the pit?
The Pit is the one, the hospital show that's
I gotta
the season
watch
takes
that.
place
I
over
gotta
like the
watch
span
that.
of like a shift.
Do you know what
Yeah.
episode she's on?
She's caught up. She's on like whatever the episodes come out on Crave. She's like 13.
It's done. The season's done.
So she's on 13. So I
Okay,
think there's a
yeah.
few that are still coming out
Yeah.
on Crave.
If you haven't seen Adolescence,
I've heard it was
have it.
interesting.
All one shots.
Noted. Yeah,
exceptional.
Are they actually?
They're
Yes,
literally all
100%.
one shots, which is crazy.
Well, they're probably
Yeah.
without.
Are
There's
With
probably some
zero
like,
cut.
No,
zero
cut.
cuts.
Yeah.
not edited?
Not edited.
The
zero
only
cuts.
VFX is going through a window, and I think that's about it. But there's no cut during that.
No
Like, They
cut.
literally rehearsed.
It's
for
a,
like
it's a
20 days
60-minute
straight, and
rehearsal.
then-
They got 2 takes a day.
Yeah.
They get full, like, hundreds of extras involved. They're walking through an entire middle school
Yeah.
with classrooms. Like, it is incredible.
Yeah. I have
like
yet-
DP like filmmaking.
I have yet to watch it because I'm such a nerd.
haven't
when
seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my
I
God.
have yet to watch it because I'm such a nerd for that, and I'm so aware
That's
of
the thing.
everything.
No, when I was watching it, I was like,
I'm always like, "Where's the camera? That must have been a drone." And then now on a crane. So like, I need to be able to watch it at a time where I can like.
and they will like color grade out cameraman shadow because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
forget
I saw
about like
that too.
right you
Yeah,
saw that
yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing that I like the most about it is like just the audacity on them. There's the one shot that everybody talks about where they've been through 55 minutes of one perfect take, and then the last shot is you've been handheld this entire episode, and 2 people come with an industrial fucking grade drone and magnet it onto the top of this camera, and all of a sudden you've been walking, the car drives away, you're walking with somebody, and then you start flying.
Yeah.
And you're like, it wasn't a drone the whole time.
Yeah,
But you
no.
haven't cut. We're
Yeah.
in the same fucking, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And they'll do in the 4th episode, like they bolt you, like you're in a house and then you walk out with the family and they bolt the camera seamlessly onto a car and you drive and the scene is continuous and you follow their whole drive, a 6-minute drive to the store.
That's crazy.
And then a person is waiting, not in view, a cameraman at the store to unbolt it without any jolting or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
and follows them into the store. It's exceptional.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
That's
good.
what it's not a show for me to watch in the evening because I want to just chill and turn my brain off.
Yeah.
Because I know if I'm watching that, I'm just like, where's the camera? Where's the cameraman? How do they do that? I was like, what lens is this on? So I was just like, I would just get so in it. So I'm waiting for the perfect time to like enjoy and watch the show.
To not do.
I gotta do it.
Did they not do lens changes through episodes? That's wild.
It is one
Yeah,
continuous
continuous
cut.
take.
And
Crazy.
there's child acting. Like the main character is a kid, and the 2nd or 3rd episode takes place in a couple rooms, but for the most part in one room when he's just talking with this therapist. And this child, it's like a stage play, right? This child's on screen
Yeah.
for
60
45 to
40
50 minutes straight.
Wow.
And he does so
And
well.
if you fuck up, you start the whole thing again.
and like they said, they get 2 takes a day.
yeah,
Because
imagine
there's
fucking up like the last 3 minutes of the episode.
Exactly.
And then it's like, sorry,
right? Like, I'm so sorry. We have to reset.
gotta reset the entire fucking town.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and honestly, like the thing that, I mean, Mike, you would appreciate, I mean, we'd all appreciate it. It's like when you're looking at it from like a technical perspective, like the hero, there's a lot of heroes when it comes to making something like that.
Yeah.
But the fucking first AC who's pulling focus the entire time.
Oh, insane.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
You're sweating. Like, you can't lose it.
Yeah.
It's so good, dude.
I wonder.
It's-
I wonder if it's all. It must be. I'm sure. I wonder if they shoot it like more wide open, or sorry, closed down, so that it's more. They have a bigger field of focus that they can work with. I'm really curious as to like all the technicalities.
I'm
of
sure
how it
there's a
works.
lot of behind the scene footage because
Yeah.
like it's something that's never really been done before. So
Well-
I'm sure they want to have as much behind the scenes stuff as possible.
It's interesting too because like I think the only show I can think of that comes to mind is like there was one episode of like 1902 that was like a school shooting episode, and so they specifically do that where they like follow through with the characters through the entire like it's just one episode.
But is
they
it
do
all
in.
one continuous take as
Yeah.
well? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, but I remember watching it and I was just like, this is so tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't leave it.
Well,
can't
you don't
leave
get a
it, and
break.
you're
That's
just-
the thing. Yeah.
And that is like, and like seeing that in a scenario that I was like, this is like a school shooting. And so like seeing that it was like very, like a psychological thriller
Yeah.
drama.
I don't think it's a happy. It's not a happy.
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, great. Yeah, I'm going to be stressed and palm sweaty this
Yeah.
entire show. And that's exactly where I'm like, this is not a nighttime
No,
chill
yeah,
time.
exactly.
I'm like, no. I'm going to get stressed watching this and I'm going to probably be sad. And so it's awaiting.
Or like on the conversation of bird people, Birdman, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
yeah,
take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one
But,
take with a
yeah.
bunch of cuts.
With
but,
with a bunch of
yeah,
cuts,
probably like
yeah,
20-minute takes or
Like
something
wipes,
like that.
right?
Yeah, like
Like
wipes and shit like
1917, same
that. Yeah,
thing.
1917.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that is kind of the way that they do a lot of the shots in the pit. And that is
right.
fun.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which
I really got to see it.
I think the thing that you'll like about Adolescence, and none of you have seen it,
No.
is that
really want to.
I've lived it.
is that you almost watch them intentionally miss all of those wipes to not even give you the chance to go, oh, they can't. That like this was a.
They're trying to actually
Yeah.
prove that they
This,
did it all.
yeah.
in
this
one
is
take.
like
all
look,
literally-
like fucking just fucking
Look.
on, you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
look at what
on
we
the
can
table.
do. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
All the cards.
and it
Shut up.
and so the
Clues
father
longness on the table.
the father in the who's the one of the main characters in it,
Yeah.
the father of the son, is also the writer and director
Oh, very
of the
cool.
whole show.
Sick.
And so he does a great job. He's like a fairly famous British actor, kind of.
What's his name?
I don't know. My dad knows him. I don't know him.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
But it's all kind of based on his personal experience with like living in England and seeing a bunch of similar news stories of young boys like
Yeah, Stephen
killing
Graham.
young girls, or like this is, and so he just saw like a bunch of similarities like in society. It's
Yeah.
it's very well done. So
Cool.
Nice.
that's my reco.
Very nice.
Mika and I watched all of Temptation Island.
Very
How
nice.
was it?
Awful, but couldn't look away.
You were tempted.
It was.
By
It
the
was.
island.
It's crazy. It's crazy television.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Do you guys know the premise of it?
Just,
I'm
I'm
assuming people are tempted on the island.
Yeah, 4 couples come to Temptation Island, and then they.
3 leave.
is this also by the fucking Lachey's?
No, it's not. It's actually by what is it? It's Mark. It's actually really funny. It's by Mark L. Wahlberg. Not to be confused with Mark Wahlberg, because when he comes on on screen, his name is keyed Mark L. Wahlberg.
That is hilarious.
Wow. Who was like the host of it. But yeah, like 4 couples come that are like they're trying to prove something to each other, or like the guy has cheated on them before, and now the girl is like, I want to see if he's gonna do it again.
So what's the difference between that and the ultimatum?
I don't know, but this
Oh.
was crazy. This was wild.
Because in the ultimatum, basically, it's like a bunch of couples get together and then they're like, I have like an ultimatum for you where it's like, I want to have a baby.
Yeah.
And if you don't want that, I don't want to see you anymore. And then what they do is they match with another person from another couple and then they like live together
Oh,
for a
yeah,
period of
yeah, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they like fuck on their own living together.
Yeah, because
Or,
I
like,
think
get
that
together.
one is a little bit, at least more, a little bit like, hey, like maybe it's more about our personalities and like.
To be fair, I also
Who we are
never
as
watched
people.
the straight one. I only watched the gay one.
I think I've watched that one too.
And those were
Yeah.
like, those are more like, can we adopt together? And I was like, this is very real.
Yeah.
Whereas the straight one was.
But
can we get
Temptation
married
Island
at 21.
is literally like 4 couples, and they get separated into the men and women villas.
And all their problems are just fucking.
Well, yeah. So the guys have 12 women that go into the villa, and they all at the beginning they all like come out in a big row wearing like bikinis, and the couples are together, and then they all like give a little charm to the guy in the relationship that they kind of are interested in, and then the guys come out shirtless for do the same thing to the girls. Then the guys and the girls go to separate villas where they're supposed to be tempted by all the. So it's 4 dudes and 12 women and 4 girls and 12
That's
guys.
a dirty bachelor.
Yeah.
And on the worst part is
And meat. They're all meat.
is that every couple of days they do a bonfire where the girls all come down to the bonfire and they watch the worst clips of what their boyfriends are doing in the villas, and then they do the other crazy. You're literally watching a girl watch her boyfriend cheat on her with another girl in the shower, and you're like, what are we doing as a
But here's the question.
society?
I don't
hate that.
I didn't watch the show. I don't know any of the people on the show, but like,
Oh, they're all trash. They're all trash.
but that's it. Where I'm like, here's the thing: if I was young, hot, and like looking to get famous, would I sign up to this
100%.
show with one of my buddies to be like, hey, let's lock in, let's let's pitch this, let's do it, like let's do, because like honestly, in this day and age, at least that's less dehumanizing than going on with an actual partner. I think, holy fucking shit.
I think, it's, watch it for yourselves, guys.
Maybe I will.
I get the feeling like
I
if you're going on a
probably will
show, if you're going on a show as a couple, on a show like that as a couple, like how committed are you really to like the relationship?
no, of course.
It's all for a fucking...
Well, the whole point is that you're there to answer questions, or you're there to like one guy hasn't popped the question in a long time. They want to figure out why. He goes to another person, literally he cheated on her and she's like, I want to see if he's just going to do it again. Has a threesome.
Yes,
3 days
of course he would. What the fuck are you talking
like
about?
just shit like that.
Yeah.
But then, then at the end, it's like, it's the question. It's like, will they go back with the person? Will they leave with the person? Will they leave with someone new, or will they leave alone? And anyway, watch it.
They
It's
should
fun.
all leave alone and think a little bit more about themselves.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the thing. I'm like, you know what? If you want to be slutty. Do it. Enjoy it. But I just hate it when I'm like, this is performative sluttiness.
Yeah.
I don't approve.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That's the subtitle of the show. Temptation Island.
Performative sluttiness.
Yeah.
We should name that the name of the episode.
P.S.
Honestly, it's not far off.
Maybe we'll start naming the last calls.
Performative sluttiness.
This last call will be called Last Call Performative Sluttiness.
P.S.
Just make it this one. Just give it a little title.
Yeah.
God.
Not much going on with me. I did progress more through Baldur's Gate. I'm now in Act 3, so that's always fun.
I'm back in it.
And then Janae and I have actually started playing Split Fiction, the sequel to It Takes Two.
Is it good?
We're really enjoying it.
Okay.
The gameplay is just as good, if not better, because
Wow, that's
you're
a
going
huge
to all these
compliment.
different kind of worlds. Like you're traveling in and out of like all these different kind of stories. The only downside that we've noticed is like we don't care as much about the story. Like the characters aren't as like heartfelt.
You need another
like with It
divorce.
Takes Two, you're actually you feel for them.
Need another divorce.
You need another divorce.
These characters have not gone
Yeah.
to Temptation Island. No, they
Yeah,
have not.
exactly.
No.
I was gonna. Yep.
And like the story.
One of them has a kid. One of the guys has a kid. Not with the girl that he came there with.
Again.
Sorry.
Bad sluttiness.
Anyway, keep going.
No, but the gameplay itself and like the worlds and all that, it's so cool. It's just like there's less heart in it.
Yeah.
And there's less. Like you get to explore less. Like if I like with playing It Takes Two, like some of the worlds that you show up in, it's like I want to explore around this like small area for like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You're less
Like little
incentivized.
secrets.
Yeah, you're less incentivized to do that in this game because like you're jumping to all these different kinds of worlds. So there's more worlds, but there's less things to do in each of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
but still very fun to play with a person as well, especially like beside the couch. So
Sick.
it's great. Yeah,
Cool.
it's awesome.
Awesome.
Wait,
Hell yeah.
Wait, where are you in part 3? Where are you in Act 3?
I just started Act 3 in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I love
I'm
this.
still enjoying it. Yeah, I'm about like 90 hours in, still enjoying it.
Who are you romancing at this point?
Still Shadowheart.
Okay. Yeah.
I have not been swayed. I have not gone to Temptation
Yeah, stick
Island.
with it.
Have you done the dirty?
And we never will.
Have you done the dirty?
Huh?
Have you done the dirty yet? With
That's between me and her.
I'm trying to get there. I just don't
Wait.
know what.
So
moves
am
to go.
I.
Wait, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question.
hmm
Did she change?
Whoa!
You're fine.
Hey.
You don't know what that means. Sorry.
I mean, there's a change coming. Now I know.
Well, you don't know what you're
She
gonna
has.
pick. You don't know
She
what
has
that is.
changed. She has changed
Cool.
in front of me,
Cool.
and
Oh.
I still love her just as much.
Interesting.
Sorry,
so
Jan-
maybe
sorry,
she's
Janae.
a lizard. Okay.
That's it. She
Let's
does
wrap it up.
become a lizard.
Harley's foot is out the door.
Yeah, I gotta fucking go. I work so early tomorrow.
Well, thank you so much for listening to this version of Last Call, joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. We will see you next time on Trouble at the Tavern. Take it away with the slow jazz.
Bye.